Hi people, September 23rd or 23rd. Well, I only listen to God, not to the people. Told you before, I'm connected with God and I will wait till God tell me about this date. This day of atonement, of however they call it. Walk with God, folks, and you will know the real truth. Because Miss N was wrong many times, and that's because she don't know the time of God. That's why people are wrong. I can explain it many times, but if you don't listen and you go with your own time, then you already don't go with God, because you don't use His time. When these terrible days are coming, then God will tell me, and not you people. And that's final, folks. I wait for God's answers. Definitely for God's answers. He's the only one who knows. And He's the only one I'm listening to. People can tell you a lot of things, but hey, if you walk in a lying time, then you don't walk with God. It's easy enough. Or is it not so easy what I'm telling you right now? Huh? Walk with God and you will know everything. God will love you and God will give you the things you never saw and know before in your life. And this is happening to me almost every day. I talk with God, I love God, and I'm listening to God, and to God only. You understand? So, let's see what will happen on this Day of Atonement. Huh? 23rd of September. Let's see what will happen. Because Miss Renee M. she got it wrong so many times. She did go away from the internet because she was ashamed by herself, and I told her, dear Miss M, walk in God's time and you will understand. Walk in this people time and you will always be wrong. This was in the beginning when I told her this. But she go on and she's wrong again. And she go on because she trying to fix a puzzle. And me, I open my way to God. I wait for God. You understand? I'm listening to God. God is the only one who knows about everything. and look on my internet or on the internet, because nothing is mine. Look on the internet and start to listen to this boy. All the things I'm telling you are coming true or will come true. Definitely, because I get it from God and not from Renee M. She just don't know the time of God. That's all. It's a nice girl, and but she get it wrong 3 times, so she was ashamed. She go from the internet because she knows she was wrong, and many people with her. And I tell in the beginning already, listen to God. And if you cannot listen to God, then please be still. Don't start to talk things you only guess it is like that, but don't know for sure. When I tell something, I get it from God, you understand? And then I know it is true, because then it starts to happen also. And then I think, whoa, this is unbelievable. But it's true, folks. I'm telling you, you people live in a lying time. And people who know the real time did make this time for you, so that you will be confused. And that's the whole truth. And that's why you don't know when the rapture is. You don't know when this day is. This 23 of September. You don't know. Can be a few days later or earlier. Because what's God's real time? If you don't know, then you did not lift up your head. Because your Father did make the time for you visible. And that's the real time. It's the sun, the stars, and the moon. That's your real time. I always look at my Father's time. Because the watches you got on your wrist is not my time. It is time made up by people. It is data made up by people. But nothing to do with God. Nothing. So when you start to say something, people, be sure. Don't lie without you knowing that you think you don't lie. Because you do. You tell people dangerous stories, what will not happen, and definitely not on the date and data and time, people say. But I can tell you folks, we are in end time, and this is real. And it's happening for your eyes right now. The clock is ticking. But can we see how Miss Renee M go from the internet again? Because her data is wrong, her timing is wrong. Don't say things if you are not sure. You know, when God did come to me, I know nothing, folks. I know nothing. God told me start to learn on the internet. I did. But first I did get some visions. And that was the beginning. God also brought me back to Jesus Christ when He did die. I was there, folks, on my knees. I saw it happen. And then you will think, how is that possible? You live in the new age. How can you be there? Well, God wanted it that way, so it happened that way. Maybe I did live before, but I'm not knowing of. You know, God can do unbelievable things you will never understand. This is what I did learn from God directly when God did come to me. That I told God, whoa, what are you doing? What is going on with me? What is this what I see? Where you bring me? What are you doing? My Lord, Father, please tell me, learn me, explain me. Folks, you need to wake up, walk with God, and look in your real time and data. It's in the air. God did make it for us. So lift up your heads and start to walk in your real life. Because it is not even your birthday when it is your birthday. Because it's the wrong day, folks. It's the wrong day. I told you many times before. I tell you again. I know you will not listen to this kind of things. Because it go far. It go above your minds. But it's true. It is very true. So I say nothing what I don't know. Yesterday I did tell people, don't start up CERN. Well, they did start up soon. I guess, but I'm not sure. So I wait for a dream from God or a vision about CERN, because I cannot put my finger on it right now. But the airplane would fall down today, 150 people dead. I hope that God will find some good people between it. He can use them. But I cannot say that God will find good people between it, in this airplane crash. You hear? I'm listening to God. I'm not sure. That's why I'm listening to God, and I will come to you when I'm sure. So people say, CERN, it's working right now. Well, that's what people say. But I did not hear that God did say this. I did not hear God's voice. God did not tell me, my dear son, that it start up soon. So I'm not sure. I need to wait for God's answer. So start to knock on this door, and you will know about the real truth, what's going on. I'm here to wake you up, folks. If you don't want to wake up, then sleep. That's why Jesus said, I will come as a thief in the night. Because you don't walk with the Father. You don't know the time. When Jesus comes, I will know. Because God will tell me. He did it with so many things. And I thought I'd become crazy. It's not true. It's not God. It cannot be. God do not exist. I do not like God. God is... It's not real. But it is, folks. It is very real. And this God is really a good God. And there is only one of this. There is only one God. But if I look at you people, you got many gods. And you think you are God when you are rich. But I told you, the rich will bow for the poor. So what kind of God will you be? The rich will bow for the poor. Exactly on the end. Last page. And I'm sure. I can tell you that I'm sure. I can tell you about God, that I'm sure. You know, you people believe, and I don't believe, because I'm sure in the things I do, in the things I say. I'm sure that God is there. I'm sure I saw Him. I'm sure. But God told me already, when I start this up, in God's name, and with God tell me, go to the internet, start to learn. Tell the people what's going on. God told me they will not believe you in the work you do. And I thought, yeah, why I need to go to the internet then? Because you need to know about everything. Even if you don't believe in it, it doesn't matter. It's my job, it's my work to bring it. That's why I'm here. And that's why I'm different than you. Because I'm not looking on my watch. I'm not telling you it is my money. It is the house I'm living, that's mine house. It's not true, folks. It's not mine. Because everything where I live in is made by people. And not by God. I like to live with God. So I try to come as close as possible to God. With everything. I tell you folks, I walk with God. I'm very close to God. And you people will never understand how close. Because if I tell, you will not believe it. All the stories I'm telling you, you will not believe it. You will believe it when it's standing for your door and start to cry. Because then you see it with your own eyes. And then you suddenly wake up and go on your knees for God. And you think God will hear you? Never did nothing for God and now you go on your knees? What? Oh yeah? I don't think so. It will not happen, folks. This call the left behind. And I'm not talking about the rapture, because if I'm honest, I did not see any rapture. I saw only a rapture when people die. then I see a rapture. I'm honest with you, eh? I did not see a rapture when God did bring me to a place of the devil. I saw not any fire. So do hell exist? This fire thing? It will, but not yet. It is not yet time for hell. And hell will make on a place on earth. God never let me see hell with fire. Never. And I know my Father. He will never lie. I told you before, folks, don't go into airplanes, don't go into boats, don't go into trains, don't go into buses, don't go into crowds, don't sign yourself in for war, don't take the mark of the beast. Be nice, be helpful, don't steal, don't lie, don't kill. Well, it's a whole list. But it means one thing. Love. When God did give me love, He gave me a lot of knowledge. So if you use your knowledge good, you know what love is. But that is not the thing you are doing now. You cannot fight with the devil, but the devil will let you fight. If your knowledge is not so big. So don't be captured by this fallen one and his fallen friends. Because the day you do, you know that you will fall deep. And there is no God who will keep you from falling. because you choose your way. And God got nothing to do with your way. If you choose wrong, then God will let you go. There's no second chance. So please, God, what you did with me, do it to the people, please. Please, my Father, please, please, please. What you did with me, do it to the people. All of them. They need a fair chance, my Lord. Please. Consider this with your people. Give them a fair chance. Don't let them down. Oh, they did let you down. All of them! All of them! Now, do you need a fair chance, you think? You spit in God's face. You do the things you better don't do. You think the things you better don't think. And you say the things you better don't say. And you see the things you better don't see. And you feel the things you better don't feel. And where's the feeling for God? Where's God, folks? Where's God in your heart? Did you get the love of God? Did you get the feeling from God? Did He touch you? Do you know how it feels when He touches you? Do you know how it feels when He says, "You are my son"? Do you know the feeling of God? Well, God is disappointed and very sad. You do your things and you don't listen to God. And the things you do, you think it's good. Now take Christmas. Jesus go into the closet, and this man was coming from the air with his beard comes out. Who the fuck is he? Santa Claus. Who's Santa Claus? And where is Jesus Christ? He is standing in your closet in the dark. You forget about Him. And He's the man who did die for you. But you forget it. You tell your children a story about Santa Claus and not Jesus Christ. And by the way, He is not born that day. You are typical liars. That's why I'm telling you. You don't know the time. You don't know the timetable of God. And it's very easy. You don't lift up your heads to look at the time of God. Jesus is not born on Christmas Day. But Santa Claus is more in your heart than Jesus Christ. Why? I tell you like it is, folks. All these feast days, these days of feast, I don't do. I listen to God. For me, there is not one feast day. Not the day he did die, and not the day he did come here on earth. I talk about Jesus Christ. Because you don't know the time. But he was here on earth. That's more important. What day it was, it doesn't matter for me. This beautiful man was here on earth. And I know he did die for us. That's important. But day Jesus was born or what day he did die, I don't care, folks. I really don't care. I only care that he did die. I care. And that he was here on earth, the most beautiful man in the world. I care. And the day he was risen, I don't care. You care about things you don't have to care about. And your church and your Bible got nothing to do with my God. I'm telling you, folks. Again and again. You need to follow God to know God. Because everything is in God. And His church will never fall. But your churches will fall. You know why? Because they come. But God's church, it will never fall. And you never will find it. Because you people go to your church. I did not see any of you. When I'm in this church, I'm alone. And I think, hey, where are the people of this earth? They are not here. Ah, yes, they are on Sunday in their own church, creating their own gods. Are you feeling a little bit left behind already? I hope so. Because I tell you like it is. You are living in a dream world filled up with dirtiness. And you love it, right? Well, you are the bee in the trap, not me. And if you like to be in this trap, so be it. Because I did one enough. If you don't want to listen, you need to feel. And that's what you will. You will feel. And then you all will understand. How wrong you all are. Because I told you, if you want to walk with God, walk with God. But in purity. Listen only to Him. And not to anyone here on this world. They are predictable liars. Only the people who walk with God right now. And these are not many, folks. Some. That's why I'm asking God almost every day, give them a fair chance, my Lord. They will not understand what I understand. Please, God, give them a fair chance. And pour out your Spirit, your love to all the people, so that they all get a fair chance. And if they go wrong then it's their own fault. And many will go wrong anyway. Even if they get this beautiful thing of God. The angel dust in your hair. The love of God. Please, folk, wake up. I cannot say it enough. I announce it anytime. Don't you hear my horn yelling in your ears? Don't you see that I try to open your eyes? Well, I try to do my best, and I do it for God, but I do it also for you, because you are the people who will fall. And I told God, how many people will fall, my Lord? And God told me, almost all, my son. So I try to keep the numbers low. Because I don't like to see how many will fall. But many will. Many will.